Tawnee xin kính chào quý vị khán giả của đài VNTV. Một lần nữa xin chào quý vị đến lại với chương trình Bạn Có Biết. Thưa quý vị, trong cuộc sống bận rộn của chúng ta thì nhiều khi chúng ta không có thời gian để mà tập thể dục hoặc là bồi dưỡng hay là giữ gìn dáng vóc và sắc đẹp của mình. Thì ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ không có một cái excuse nữa rồi, bởi vì Tawnee đã mời được một chuyên gia để đến với đài để nói chuyện với chúng ta. Chuyên gia này thực sự là một người bạn của Tawnee từ rất là lâu. Anh tên là Mike và Mike là một cái gương mặt rất là quen thuộc của cộng đồng chúng ta. Mike, would you like to say hi to the audience?
Dạ, Mai Nguyen xin kính chào quý vị.
Dạ vâng, cảm ơn Mike. Nào, nếu mà nói về cái credentials của Mike, thưa quý vị, thì Mike có một cái tiểu sử phải gọi là rất là dữ dội. It's very impressive. Cho nên Tawnee phải cầm giấy và đọc cho quý vị nhé. So Mike là CEO của Mike Fit Training và MFN Performance Supplements. Mike là also known as one of the most successful fitness expert, thưa quý vị, ở America. Và Mike có một cái personal training program hiện tại ở San Diego. Mike đã hold not one but 5 national achievements as a specialist in exercise, nutrition, weight loss, natural health and sports injury. So cái đó là Mike just acquired recently.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Mike also, cái này là Tawnee nhớ, năm 2008 Mike là World Weightlifting Champion và also is a lifetime drug-free athlete.
Yep.
Okay. And khách hàng của Mike thường thường là có nam, có nữ, everyone. So nếu mà quý vị từ mọi giới tuổi, có thể là nam, phụ nữ hoặc là trẻ em cũng có thể tới để mà có thể nói chuyện với Mike about fitness. Thì ngày hôm nay, thưa quý vị, Tawnee mời Mike để nói về một cái topic mà có thể là nhiều người có cái question on. Cái đó là cái topic giữa chạy bộ, doing cardio and weightlifting, có nghĩa là tập tạ. So Tawnee sẽ nói chuyện với Mike bằng tiếng Anh, nhưng mà có một vài phút thì Tawnee sẽ trở lại để mà dịch lại cho quý vị bằng tiếng Việt nhé. So Mike, if you could just give me a little bit information about how will weightlifting and cardio can work in conjunction with one another.
Yep. Well, basically, I'll break it down by defining weight training and cardio, so that way we can truly understand the difference.
Yeah.
Weight training is basically anything that involves resistance on the muscles.
Okay.
You can do it with the weights that you see, like the dumbbells and the barbells at the gym. You can do it with the cables that you see as well. Machines works too, and even your own body weight can also work as well. Anything that puts stress and resistance on the muscles directly,
Right.
And stresses the muscle in order for it to become stronger.
Right.
And it's the main thing why we do weight training, to make it stronger. And I'll get into more later about how to also reshape the body and build the metabolism from weight training.
Okay.
Cardio, on the other hand, actually has to do with increasing the heart rate, which also burns calories as well. And that has to do with examples would be running,
Okay.
hiking,
Walking.
walking works
Right.
too. Stairmasters, elliptical works, even dancing works too. Anything that just gets your heart rate up would be counted under the category of cardio.
Right. Now
So
I have a
that's
quick question for you. A lot of people say that doing elliptical is the easy work versus running is harder. Is that true?
It is slightly easier per minute. You would, in terms of if you're gonna push it all out on the elliptical versus running, you will burn a little bit more calories per minute while you're running than doing the elliptical.
I see.
However, there is a reason why elliptical would be beneficial, and that time would
Please
actually
share.
be yes.
Yeah.
It actually has to do with elliptical is a low impact exercise. Running is actually considered a high impact. So you know when you run, after a while, there's that bang, bang, bang with your feet because of the impact that you're putting on. Elliptical does not require any kind of high impact on the ground.
Correct.
So for people who are have a little bit more weight on them, who are trying to lose weight, that's where elliptical would come in for them, because you wouldn't want someone who's trying to lose about 20, 30, or 40 pounds to make them go run, because what happens is that after a couple of sessions of running, they might have knee aches and knee pains, and that's the reason how it comes, and that's why there's a timing and a place for each of the machine that we want to do. So that's why I recommend a lot of my clients that I work with, depending on where their level is at. If they're generally a very fit person, they're pretty lean, they don't have much body fat on them, and they're pretty athletic, I can recommend them to do running right into it. If someone is starting out, or they're a little bit older, or they had a prior history of any kind of knee or joint pain,
Right.
the elliptical and then the Stairmaster, where you kind of just walk up the stairs.
Exactly, anything with a little bit of an assistance, right?
Yeah, so that one, that's where it comes in like that. So I would say there's a reason for why we do that. Once you lose a bit of weight, you're in shape, then you can just go right over to running.
Exactly, or do anything you like.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
So that's where high impact and low impact depends on where we are currently at the time.
Interesting. Yeah. So now with doing cardio and incorporating weight training, how would that benefit the client?
Yes. So basically, a lot of people, when they go to the gym, they're doing mainly cardio, which is understandable.
Which is what I do.
Yes, and it's actually, there's lots of benefits to doing cardio because it does get your heart rate up. It improves blood circulation throughout the body, and it makes you sweat. It makes you feel better, and it's really good to do.
Right.
The only difference between that is that because weight training also burns calories too, but it's a bit harder to do, and that's the reason why most people don't want to do it, because there's so much to be involved with weight training. You have to learn the proper breathing on how to lift and lower the weight, the correct form, the correct technique, and then also being safe while also pushing your body to its maximum to feel that burning sensation, you know, when you're trying to go for.
Exactly.
Which is why it makes it kind of difficult.
Right, that's why we need someone like you, because I mean, thưa quý vị, bản thân Tawnee, một khi mà Tawnee vào trong cái gym, mình nhìn thấy thousands of different machines, làm sao mà mình biết cái machine nào mà mình cần nên sử dụng và cái technique như thế nào để mà mình cần để mà có thể tạo nên cái the right muscle, the right weight training để mà có thể giúp đỡ mình lose cái weight mà mình muốn lose. So Mike, a lot of women are, you know, worried about doing weight training. Is that going to make them look buff?
Yes.
Is that going to make them look, you know, like a little bit too masculine? What would you say to that?
Yes, and that is completely understandable because the thing about it is very understandable, and I can see why. But the thing is, weight training is actually more important for women. If you look at it at several different points that I'll mention right now too, is the chances of you building a lot of muscle from weight training, it really has to be very aggressive. You have to lift very heavy, and while also having a very high calorie intake. You actually have to like really feed your body with a lot of calories and a lot of food and aggressive heavy training to really try to build more muscle to get to that point. But the thing about it too is 99% of the time for women, weight training, what you want to do is, because the reason why we even want to lose weight in the first place is, if we're going to lose weight, we also want to make sure our muscles and our body is firm and tight. You don't want to lose weight and then end up being
flappy.
Yes, and you see that a lot too. So weight training is the only thing, because if you don't give your body a reason, if you don't work the muscle, there's no reason for the muscle to maintain itself. So when you eat less by reducing calories, and then you do more cardio, you're burning away calories. Those don't. So we already talked about cardio doesn't do anything for directly working the muscle. So therefore, there's no reason for the muscle to maintain itself from cardio. It would just burn away calories, burn away fat. But we eat less. What happens is then we end up losing muscle with fat at the same rate, at the same time. And what happens is that you end up becoming a smaller person. The weight scale might say you weigh less, but your body might actually look even softer. You form that soft appearance, and the skin and the muscle becomes flabby. Nó không có chắc.
Which bring me to my next point. So nhiều khi Tawnee cảm thấy very discouraged. Tawnee đi tập thể dục, Tawnee chạy, xong Tawnee lift, and then I weigh myself on the scale, and then I ended up gaining like 3 pounds. So was that because I was gaining muscle mass, or was it because I was just really gaining weight?
Oh yeah, I don't think you're getting any kind of body fat for sure during the session, but I think it's just because after the exercise, it depends on
you probably hydrate, drink a lot of water. Yes,
you're hydrating well. Your water levels are a little bit different during that time, so that's all. But that's fine. That's not a concern.
That's not a concern. Okay, vậy thì thưa quý vị, nếu mà sau khi mà mình đi tập thể dục mà mình về mà mình lên cân, cho nên cứ tiếp tục tập đi nhá, đừng có bị discouraged, because the more that you continue doing it, the more consistent you are, you will end up seeing the results.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
And then, before I forget, then the second point is weight training also has a metabolic effect to it that cardio cannot be able to do, like we discussed earlier. Basically, so once you're done, let's say we spend 1 hour doing an intense weight training workout. We work, let's say, our arms, chest, shoulders, legs, and now the first benefit is our body is going to become more firm and tight, which looks really good, especially for women to train, because if they can slim down while also getting their muscles to look very firm and tight, it looks really good, and the shape is also going to be a lot better and a healthier appearance. But the second benefit is after a 1 hour session of doing weight training, you burn anywhere from about 400 to 600 calories from 1 hour of weight training. 1 hour of cardio you can burn about the same as well as weight training. The difference is that cardio, you only burn calories during the session. So if you were to finish a 1 hour cardio session and then you go out and you might go out and have a nice dinner and you cheat a little bit, have some desserts. You cancel
chocolate
out.
Cake.
Yes, there is a time and a place for that. If you're working out, right, then there'll be time for it. But for cardio, after a cardio session, you have something like that, it will cancel out the cardio session, and then it becomes very difficult because then you also have to be very, very restrictive. And you also have to be constantly doing a certain amount of cardio and being, be so stressed about the numbers. If you're doing weight training, 1 hour weight training burns the same calories. Once you're done with the weight training, you're just for your body to recover from the weight training session, you end up burning an additional twice the amount of fat.
That's amazing.
Just to
you're
recover
cheating
from
the
workout.
system.
You are, and the reason for that is because it comes down to the metabolism. Any kind of fat loss plan, men or women wise, the goal is to get our own metabolism to become stronger, healthier. If we can make our metabolism stronger and healthier, it actually is related directly to our muscles. Muscles is, if we work the muscles good and correctly, our metabolism will become stronger because it's directly related. So if you finish a 1 hour session of weight training, for 2 days to 3 days after that, depending on how hard you push it, just to recover from that, while you're resting at home and just being sore a little bit and you're just doing your daily activities, your body naturally burns an additional amount of body fat. So that if that's the case, if you do decide by the end of the week you might cheat a little bit with some chocolate cake or something like that, your body will take care of that for you and minimize the potential fat gain because you did the weight training session. And then you use cardio as a way to accelerate the fat loss process, but it should not be the foundation. The foundation should be the weight training to build the metabolism. Second would be the diet, which we'll discuss in another time. And then the cardio is kind of used as an accelerator for it.
Now, Mike, is there an order as to what we should do first, whether we should do cardio and then weight training or vice versa?
Yes, that's such a great question.
I love it.
Weight training and cardio, if you're going to do it in the same session, weight training first. The reason for that is because weight training requires a much higher demand on the body. We want to really maximize our time when we're doing weight training because it's all about the intensity. If you push it right, not only do you burn a lot of calories during the workout, you get that extra metabolic boost so that your body can burn fat for you for the next 3 days. And that all has to do with how intense you push it. And weight training, because you're trying to apply the right form, the right technique, the right breathing, and pushing hard, it requires so much more focus and concentration. So that's why we want to save our energy to do weight training first. Cardio can always be done, even you think about on any given day, taking a power walk or a jog, you really don't have to think about, maximizing or being precise with the form or technique. You just go and you walk and you just go do it. So that's something that's why the order of that matters, because you put the more intense activity first, so then that way you can get the form right. It's safer that way too. Then when you're done with the weight training session, you do cardio right after to kind of finish off the workout. It's a very, very good combination in that way. Now, if you're going to do it like about 6 to 8 hours apart, let's say your schedule allows you to do about 20 minutes in the morning and then in the evening you can go to the gym again, then the order wouldn't matter. So let's say you don't have to do weights in the morning and then cardio 8 hours later. Because they're so far apart, it's not really going to affect each other that much. So you can actually do cardio in the morning if you enjoy cardio in the morning. And then you can do weights 6 to 8 hours later. That's okay in that aspect if they're very spread out apart.
Well, that's very interesting. Well, thưa quý vị, ngày hôm nay Mike đã cho mình có rất là nhiều cái information regarding làm sao là mình có thể tập thể dục một cách đúng cách, và không chỉ là tập thể dục một cách đúng cách mà mình phải incorporate giữa chạy bộ và tập tạ cùng một lúc. So apparently I've been doing things wrong this whole entire time. So I need to come see you and I need to make an appointment. So if I want to make an appointment with you, how do I do that?
You can visit my website at www.mikefit.com. Email me is fine too. Mike@mikefit.com.
That's easy.
Yes. And then my phone number is 619-808-9103. And the thing is, I really enjoy answering questions on a daily basis, and I get a lot of questions here and there, and whether it's just relating to general fitness and nutrition, and even if it doesn't even have to do with training with me, I really still enjoy just talking with everyone regarding that, because any way I can help is the most important thing. With the right training, the right nutrition, and really do it right, our body can really do some really amazing things that a lot of people don't realize that it can do. And I know every single person does have a lot of potential to make a lot of incredible results, because I've seen it 100% of the time, every single day I've seen it, and that's the reason why I really enjoy being in this industry.
Và với sự giúp đỡ của Mike thì hy vọng trong cái mùa hè năm nay, quý vị không chỉ có nữ mà ngay cả nam có thể tận dụng cái cơ hội này để mà tạo cho mình một cái vóc dáng rất là đẹp cho cái mùa hè. Tawnee xin cảm ơn quý vị và xin hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong chương trình sau.